Hello guys, this is CTK Gamer. Today I'm going to teach you guys how to play Dice Masters. Alright, so how Dice Masters works is you take turns buying dice, fielding dice, and attacking each other. And over the course of the game, you're just trying to get the other person's health down to 0. You can't really see the pen on the screen, but everyone will start out with 20. So this is a little cheat sheet, or just a little helper thing that I have that I'll use to explain things in a little more detail. So how it works, there's basically 3 types of dice. There are the sidekick dice, which look like this. They have different energy sides on them. There are the character dice, which are these. And then over there, these are basic action dice. So the basic action dice are things that anyone can buy, each person. Character dice, you can only buy your own character dice. Basic action dice are dice you start with, okay? So to come to the game, you'll need to bring 1 to 8 different cards, and then you can have a maximum of 20 dice on each of those cards, okay? You have to have 1 dice per card at least. Then each player will bring 2 basic action cards with dice to match. I'm trying to make it a little more simple and have only 2 in this game. So that is our opponent over there. I'll probably zoom in for you later, but we've got Mantis, Blob, Odin, Superman, Volstagg, Hogun, Batman, and Fandral. So that's a dice bag for that team. We've got a dice bag for this team, and a dice cup too. So basically there are 5 energy types. There are, let's see here. First of all, this is a sidekick. This is not considered a character. This is the sidekick side of the sidekick dice. This is the lightning type. This you can be whatever you want. This is mask, fist, shield. Oh yeah, that's it. There's 4 sides. Okay, sorry. There's 4 energies: fist, mask, lightning, and shields, or energy and shields. Okay. So how it works, each turn you'll draw 4 dice out of your dice bag, and then you roll them. Then you have a chance to re-roll them again. Then you can buy stuff. So let's just go ahead and get into it. Just quick look at what a character card looks like though. It shows the faction here, the name there, the subtitle there, the energy requirement to buy it there, how much it cost for one of the dice there, how many dice you can have on each card. So during the game you can have a maximum of 4 dice on Kane here. What each side looks like, and then its ability, okay? So you might not understand abilities yet, so I won't go into too much detail for them. But basically, we start out with all 8 dice in our dice bag of our sidekick dice, and since they're the same, all we have to do, we can literally just put 4 in there because we're just going to draw 4 right out anyway. So we put them in the dice cup, and we roll the dice. Okay, let's see what we got here. So we put this now in this reserve pool is what this area is called. This main section right here. Okay, now we have the chance to re-roll everything, whatever we want once. Okay, we will not re-roll anything. So now you can field or buy stuff. On the dice, it will show on the top left its fielding cost, the top right its attack value, and the bottom right its defense value. So this has a fielding cost of 0, so we'll field it like that. So now we have 3 left to spend. So we have several things that cost 3. Let's see here. Green Goblin over here costs 3, and Giant Man costs 3. We'll buy a Green Goblin, and as you see, it has energy as its required type, so that means we have to have 3 energies, and at least one of them has to be an energy, electricity, lightning side. As you see, we have one right there. So what we spend goes into the used pile, along with the thing we bought. So now we're done. So it's their turn over there. I'll quick grab the dice for them. They get their 4 sidekick dice. They'll roll it. Okay, so everything they have, oh no, they have a 3. So they will field this sidekick since it has a fielding cost of 0. And they have 3 energies, and one of them is a question mark, so they can buy anything they want for 3 since they have any energy. So their Mantis and Blob cost 3. So they'll buy their blob, and now that goes into their used pile, so we'll just make an imaginary used pile over there. Okay? So now it's back to us. So we draw 4 more dice out of the dice bag. It just so happens that there are only 4 dice in the dice bag, the 4 remaining sidekick dice. And it would seem that I can't find one. There it is. Okay, let's roll the dice, see what we get. It goes on the reserve pool once it's done rolling. Okay, interesting. We don't need this many sidekicks because then we can't buy anything. So we'll re-roll 1, trying to get something else. We failed. We just got another sidekick. So we'll field those. And then we have this to spend. So we could spend it on a global ability. So a global ability will be in red print on a card, like, I'll bring this over actually, like on this basic action card. Now a global ability can be used by anyone at any time. Okay? So it says pay a shield to swap the attack value of your characters with that of opposing player. And they have one global ability. Use 1 of enemy energy the first time you play a basic action this turn, which is these basic action dice over here. Like I just showed you a card for one. Draw 1 die and add it to your prep area. So that's this area right here. So basically this is good for nothing, but it still stays there. We can't do anything with it right now. Okay, their turn. They grab their 4 dice. There we go. They'll quick roll it. Okay, they got 4. They'll go on to buy a Batman. It costs 4 and it requires a mask, which they have. So that all goes to the used pile. Now, if they wanted to, they could attack, but we have stuff in our field zone. So basically, the field zone is where your stuff is that can attack and defend from. Okay. So if they'd attack, then we'd have those 3 sidekicks to defend. So we'd totally win. Okay. So the next thing to do is to draw our 4 dice out of the dice bag. The only problem is we don't have anything in the dice bag. So once your dice bag is empty, you take everything from the prep area, used pile, and put it in the dice bag. Then you can just mix it around and grab 4 dice. Let's see what we get. We'll roll it. This is what we got. Oh, by the way, right before you do that, oh, sorry, I did something wrong. Okay, so that's in the used pile, right? And this was in the reserve pool. So before we roll, this stuff we didn't spend goes over here. And now we put this in our dice bag. We shake it around. We grab 4 dice. Then we roll and see what we get. Okay. So see here, this one we got a face character side up, 1, 5, and 5. But it costs 1 to field. You can use whatever resource you want. So I'll spend this to field that. And I have 2 left over, so I'll just re-roll those, trying to get some sidekicks. And I just got these. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to attack. So to attack, you move anything you want to attack into your attack zone. And then let's see. So they have the option to block. So they just have this dude, right? So he can choose 1 dude to block, okay? So if you block someone and kill them, then they are KO'd. If you block someone and they kill you, you're KO'd. If you both, it's possible for you both to be KO'd. He's going to block this dude because he has 5 attack. I'll zoom in a little. He's going to block this dude, okay? So what that means is I have 5 attacks, so I kill him with his 1 defense, but he has 1 attack, and he can't kill me. So I'm just blocked, so I go back here, but he's KO'd. When someone's KO'd, as you see on this thing, they go into the prep area, okay? So I'll put him back in his prep area. But now these 3 dudes go through, though. So normally I do 3 damage, but what Green Goblin's ability is that while he was attacking, his sidekick, which are these, the sidekick dice, get +1 attack and defense. So instead of having 3 attack here, we have 6. So once they go through not being blocked, you put them in your used pile. And we do 6 damage to him, so I'll go ahead and write that down over here. So now he's at 14, we're at 20. So now it's his turn. So the first thing he needs to do is grab dice. His dice bag's empty, so he'll put all his dice in the dice bag and mix them around, and he'll grab 4 dice. Now, see, this is from his used pile. Anything from your used pile, you also will roll now, okay? That's in his used pile because it got KO'd. Okay, now this has a fielding cost of 2, so he will spend 2 to field that. And then he has this left over, so he's just going to keep that there for now. That's in his reserve pool. Okay. Our turn. Reserve pool goes over here. And then we see what we got. So there's only 2 dice in the dice bag. So first we draw those out. And then we put these in and grab the rest until we rack up to 4 dice. Then we can roll them. And let's see what we got. We've got... I could buy a bit of stuff, but I want something a little better. So I'm going to re-roll the sidekick, try and get an energy side. Okay, we got a mask. So we can buy anything for 4 since we have the question mark. That can cover any resource. So Kane over here costs 4. So we'll buy Kane with this. And we're not going to attack because he's got a pretty okay dude in his zone. Field zone. Okay, their turn. So they draw 4 dice out of their bag. Like that, that's 3. He needs 1 more. This goes into his use pile now because it was in his reserve pool. So now he goes ahead and rolls his dice. This is a fielding cost of 2, so he'll field that and have energy in his reserve pool. Now he's going to attack, okay? So I'll bring this over here. So he comes over to attack me. Okay, so now I have the choice to block him or not. Let's see. He does 5 damage, but he'll kill me. He only does 1 damage. I'm going to block with that. So now we both KO each other because I do 5 to him, he does 5 to me. So I go into my prep area, same with him. And then he goes through and does 1 damage to me. As you can see, it's 1 damage, 8 defense. And then he goes to his use pile. So he's done 1 damage to me, so now I'm at 19 health. So it's 19-14. Okay? So now it is my turn, and I have a dice in my prep area now that I'll get to roll. So first I get my 4 dice out of my bag, then I get the stuff out of the prep area and roll it. So this is what we've got here. We've got, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I could buy something that costs 5. And She-Hulk over here costs 5, so with that, we'll buy that. And then we'll field the sidekick. So that's how that works. So then we're done with our turn. And over there, they're up now. This first goes into the used pile because it was in their prep area. Reserve pool. So they have 1 dice in the dice bag, so we'll need to put their used pile into their dice bag. And then get 3 more dice because they already have 1. And they've got a bit, so they'll field their sidekick for 0, and they'll spend this 3 to get to Mantis, which costs 3. Okay. Then over here, I think our dice bag is close to empty. Yep, we're empty. So we take our stuff from our used pile. We'll put it inside our dice bag, mix it around a bit, and get our 4 dice. And we've got this. We're going to want to reroll this to try to get a character side. Okay, we got a character side. It's a fielding cost of 1, so we'll spend that to field that. And then these stay in our reserve pool. So now we are going to attack with this. Now, what She-Hulk's ability is that she has an ability called Overcrush. So normally if you're blocked, your leftover damage that you might have to be able to deal doesn't go anywhere, it's just wasted. So if he would have blocked me with something that has 1 health, I have 4 damage, so it doesn't mean that I have 3 that kill him, it just means that 3 get wasted. But She-Hulk's ability is that she has Overcrush, and that means that 3 extra damage does damage him. So, and their ability is when She-Hulk deals combat damage to both an opposing character dice and an opponent in the same turn, we gain 2 life. Now, a sidekick isn't a character dice, so if he blocks that with a sidekick, I won't get that ability, but I'll still get Overcrush. So he chooses to block with his sidekick. So I still get Overcrush, I just don't get my healing ability because this isn't a character, this is a sidekick. Now, you know what Overcrush is? It's in bold here because once you get a card, a deck or something that has a special ability, it'll have a card that describes that ability. So, for example, I barely know any of them, I just know what I have. So he blocks that, but because of Overcrush, my 3 extra damage damages the opponent. These are characters, and the opponent is his health, the guy's actual health. So he's KO'd, so he goes into his prep area. This guy goes through and does 1 damage. This guy's is blocked, but his Overcrush does 3 damage. So 3, this goes through, so in the used pile, and 4. So now he's at 10, and we are at 19. So then we go over here, and they will grab some dice to roll. They've got a couple things in there. I don't know why this is over here. I don't think this is supposed to be here. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be over there. Okay, so this is what they roll. They'll field their blob with this. And then this is in the reserve pool, and they'll field the sidekick. And they'll just stay there. Over here, we'll draw our 4 dice. Give them a roll. Okay. Oh yeah, our reserve pool goes off the side. So we've got this. We're going to re-roll these sidekicks because we don't really need them. And this is what we get. So we can buy something that costs 4. We'll buy Spider-Man, and it goes over. Alright, I'm back. So up here, I believe we left it off at their turn. So what they do, they have they have 1 dice in their dice bag. So then they put their reserve pool into their used pile, take their used pile and put it in their dice bag, and we'll get the remaining 3 dice that they need. Okay. They're gonna re-roll both of these. Okay, so this is a 1 fielding cost. He'll spend that to field that. He has those 2 left over. He's going to not attack. Well, what's the Mantis? That's the one on the far left. Their ability is, when they're fielded, like we just fielded it, draw a die from your bag and add it to your prep area. Okay, so that means we'll get another dice next turn. Good thing I read that. So here we go. We put it in the prep area. Okay, so that is Mantis ability, so that's it for their turn. So now for our turn, we need to get our 4 dice. We only have 2 dice in our bag, so we need to go ahead, put these in our bag, oops, and get 2 more. And now roll those. Let's see what we got here. Ooh, quite a bit. Field that for free, and that. First of all, we're going to re-roll. Yeah, we'll re-roll all 3 of these, actually. Okay, so we've got 3 to spend. We'll field that sidekick. Not what I was hoping for, but it will work. We'll buy a Great Man dice. It costs 3. And then we're done. Actually, no, we're going to attack. So this is what they have that they could block with, right there. So they will block that with that. They'll block this with this. And they'll block that with that. Both of these dudes are KO'd, the sidekicks that is. So they go into the prep areas. He KOs me, I do not KO him. Oh, sorry. Sorry about that. Actually, I forgot. Green Goblin's ability is the sidekicks get +1 attack and defense. So I have 2 and 2. He has 1 and 1. So I KO him. He does, but he just blocks me. So I just go back to the field zone. He KOs me because he does 3 attack to my 2 health, and I do 2 damage to his 4 health. So he just goes back, and I'm KO'd. So I go in my prep area. He blocks me, so they just get put back, just like that. So in the end, this is what it looks like. So there's that. So now their turn. Let's see what they got in their dice bag. They have plenty of dice in their dice bag. They got 1, 2, 3, just enough. No, 1 extra actually. I think, I don't know. Doesn't matter. One of these is in their prep area. I doubt it's both of them. So first I'll put that in the used pile. Reroll this, because it's in the prep area. Fielding cost of 3, that must be the level 3 side. So there's good time to mention. So this is what the card looks like, since it shows all 6 sides on the bottom. So it shows level 1, 2, and 3 side. So this is a level 1 character, that's a level 2, that's level 3. That's important to know because some abilities, I'm even using some abilities actually, will keep you from like maybe fielding level 3 or something like that. I don't know. So that costed this 3 to field that. Pretty expensive fielding cost. Then I'll field that sidekick for free. They will, I should say. Then for our turn, we'll go ahead and draw 4 dice. Now, keep in mind, if we wanted to right now, we could be buying a basic action dice. And how it works is they say in the upper left-hand corner how much they cost. And there are 6 sides, obviously. 3 of the sides say 2. This is 2 of energy. It does not count as a specific energy. So, for example, if you need fist, this won't count as a fist. This will just count as the other resources that you need. It's not a specific resource. And then there's the 3 other sides. There's a normal ability, and then there's a 1 asterisk ability, if I can find it right there, which sometimes on the card they'll say if it rolls this side. And then for the 2 asterisk ability, and then that's it. So sometimes they'll have like a better ability if you roll on the asterisk side. Anyway, so we got our 4 dice. We roll it in a prep area as well. And we've got, what do we get here? We've got, that's a 1 fielding cost. We'll field that with this. That's a 0 fielding cost. Then we'll go ahead and re-roll these, trying to get some sidekicks. We did not get any sidekicks. We will attack. So this is what they have to block with. He'll block that with that. Remember, these have the 2 attack and 2 defense. I'll actually zoom in for you. Remember, since I have Green Goblin, which is this dice right here, these sidekick have +1 attack and defense. So he'll block that with that. He'll block that with that. He'll block that with that, and that with that. So this dude's just blocked. This is KO'd. This dude's KO'd. This one's just blocked. These both are just blocked. He KOs me, and he's just blocked. So these guys go back to their field zone. He's got a sidekick in his prep area. I've got a sidekick and a She-Hulk. Okay, their turn. Let's see what they got for dice. No dice. Okay, so let's grab everything from here. There are not very many character dice purchased yet in this game. 4 dice, and then grab his prep area stuff. Roll that. He's got... Oof, he's going to re-roll the sidekick. It rolled on a sidekick side again, so we'll just field that. Then he's got 4 he can spend. With that 4, he'll buy another Batman. Oh, wait, he can't. Batman requires a mask, and as you see here, we don't have a mask. So he will buy... And the other thing that's cheaper, actually, requires a mask, too. So I guess instead, he's the only other thing he could buy. This costs 4, this costs 3. It says it on the top there. Imprisonment. This die captures any number of opposing character with a total fielding cost of 2 or less. This effect lasts until cancelled or you damage your opponent. And transfer power. I know what transfer power's ability is, and I like that. So we're just going to buy one of these dice. We'll buy it with that and leave a fist in our reserve pool. Then over here, we've got our turn. Looks like we're probably coming close to an end pretty soon. And this tutorial, this type of game is more of a game you just explain by playing. We need 1 more dice. And it honestly is pretty self-explanatory. That's why this is, I'm not like throwing a bunch of rules at your face. I'm just kind of explaining it as I go. So here is stuff in the prep area. We roll that, and what do we got here? Okay, field Super Spider-Man for free. Fill that for 1. Then with our other 3, we'll buy yet another Green Goblin, because we have the correct resources. Now, I'm going to wait to attack, so because what Spider-Man's ability is that when he attacks, the enemy has to block all my sidekick before they can block my character dice. So I want to start accumulating up sidekicks. Not to mention Green Goblin also makes my sidekicks a lot better. Okay, their turn. They've got how many dice? They got 3 dice in their dice bag, so they'll need to grab 1 more from here. Okay. Doesn't look like they got too much good stuff here. They will reroll this. Okay, that failed again, so I guess they'll field that sidekick. And then they've got 3 to spend. They can buy Mantis this time because they have a question mark and a thing. Still buy the last Mantis dice. They're not going to attack because their attack stuff isn't all that good. They're better at defense right now. Okay, what do we got over here? My turn. Grab 4 dice out of the bag. I think I saw a couple. Yep, there's a couple character dice in here. Okay. Field custom 1, 2. I'll field that. Then I will. I'm gonna reroll both of these, hoping to get a 3 fielded one. Okay, not even close, but this one is a level 3, so I'll spend these 2 because it's a 2 fielding cost, as you see on the upper left-hand corner. So we'll field that. Now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 dice in our field zone. They have 5 as well. Oh, I know we have 6, but still not good enough to attack with what I'm planning on doing because I plan on just destroying them, hopefully. So their turn. They really got to start doing something good. They're behind by 9 points. It's 10 to 19. And they really are just trying to cower around, trying to stay alive. Okay, so they rolled. Kind of hard to see that basic action dice there, but it's a 2. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and they can buy either fist or a shield that cost 5. They're going to buy Volstagg. Volstagg costs 5, and it's a shield. And his level 3 side is 5 attack, 8 defense, which is really good. And he has Overcrush, which is like She-Hulk, so the axis damage goes to the opponent. So it like damages their 20 health, you know. And his ability is Volstagg. When Volstagg is active, Hogan and Fandral, which are 2 other cards that I'm using right now, get +2 attack, +2 defense, and gain Overcrush. And Hogan and Fandral also give +2 attack and +2 defense to the other 2 of them, so they're kind of all 3 that work together, giving each other really good abilities. So it's really good to have all 3 of those fielded, even just 2 of them. But since they cost 5, it's kind of rare to get all those out. I've never done it personally. I've actually never played with all 3 of those yet, but I've been meaning to. Okay, so we are going to have to put this in. We need 3 more dice. Alright, roll that out, and let's see what we get. Looks like, okay, well, you know what, I'm going to get, I'm going to reroll all 3 of these, really risking it here. Okay, well, doesn't matter, I didn't get what I wanted. So I can either buy She-Hulk, Sinestro, or if I want to waste one, I could get a Silver Sable. So I'm not going to tell you what all the abilities are. I think I'm just going to get Sinestro. So Sinestro's ability is, basically, it has a way to get this ability countered, but they don't have a card that does it. So basically, for this game, every turn that he's active at the beginning of my turn, I deal 1 damage to him. No, 2 damage to him. So it's really good, basically. So it will for sure speed up this game a bit. So we've got, again, no dice. So we'll grab some dice from here. Now, a little quick information about this game. Expansion packs that cost $1 come with 2 cards and 2 dice for them. A starter set that will start with all the sidekick dice, basic action dice, and extra things, enough stuff for 2 people to play. Cost about $10 to $15. They look kind of like this. They're in a box like this. I have a lot of these. Then you can buy other cool stuff like this. Zoom out quick. This die holder bite box thing that holds most of your dice, at least in my case it still doesn't hold all my dice. And it comes with a couple expansion packs. Those cost like $2. You can also get draft packs, which cost like $10, and have some pretty good stuff in there too. Okay, so I've got their dice, and they roll. Okay, let's see what we got here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Shield. It costs. They have mask and shield. They need fist or lightning, so they're going to reroll both of these, hoping to Okay, there we go. So they've got enough now. If they want, they're going to spend that and get Fandral. So they have 2 of the 3 guys now. And then they'll be done. They're really trying to get those dudes out there before I mount my big attack. Which I'm obviously mounting because I haven't attacked in such a long time. Here's our 4 dudes. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Huh. I guess I'm going to just keep that question mark and spend this for... Oh no, I can't get that type with that. I'm going to reroll both of these in hopes that I get another type of resource. Oh no, I didn't. I just got 2 sidekicks. What do you know? So I guess I've got 3 left over then. With that 3, I'll buy another green goblin. Still have 1 left. And then I think it's worth attacking now. So I'm attacking with all of this. And this is what they got to block. So because of Spider-Man's ability, they have to block my sidekick first. So they'll, and because of Green Goblin there, my sidekick have +1 attack and defense. So they obviously will put their worst stuff onto that. No, they'll put that on that actually. And then here, they'll block the thing that will damage me the most, even if it KOs me, because then it will still save them a bit. So basically, this gets KO'd, this gets blocked. This goes through, and this goes through. This gets blocked, this gets blocked, that gets blocked, this gets KO'd. These both get KO'd, and these both get blocked. Okay, so I'll quick show you the result of all that. Okay, and what I went through is 1, 2, 3, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 damage, so I do kill them. But I'll just quick show you what it looks like now. So I've got this going on here and that. So now they are at -2, so I win. So that's basically how the game works. I like to do several reviews on different strategies, maybe a couple decks I could go ahead and show you. So yeah, thanks for watching. Go ahead and have a good rest of your day.